I'm about to do my sub-occipital release, and since so many of you wanted a demo or were confused about like laying on your front or laying on your back, I'm gonna really quickly demo it for you. I wanna preface this by saying that if you have Chiari, if you have hypermobility, if you have CCI, anything like that, anything where you've been diagnosed with a structural issue in your neck or in your, like underneath your head or even in your spinal cord in general, please do not do this without consulting a medical practitioner. If you decide to do this, please do it in a facilitated way with a chiropractor or a physio that is like certified in your specific diagnosis, because this is not meant for you. I do not want you to hurt yourself further, and I do not want to be the cause of more pain for you. So just disclaimer there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out part 1 of my suboccipitals video. Okay, so I don't have 2 tennis balls because I'm not as cool as you guys. I don't have the peanut thingy either, although I do have it linked on my Amazon storefront right now, so maybe I should buy it. I have this, which is a massage ball, which I also have linked to my Amazon storefront, and I absolutely love it. It has like a textured part. I use it on the bottoms of my feet, I use it on my back, and I use it for my suboccipitals. So we are talking right here, right? So this is where your spinal cord and your vertebral column is. You want to move over to either side. Now, because I only have 1 ball, I do 1 side at a time. If you have 2, or if you want to put them in a sock, or if you have a peanut, feel free to do both sides at the same time, although I feel like that would be more intense, but like you do you. Okay, bonus points if you want to do a little pelvic / psoas release as you lay down. It's super easy. Basically, all you do is you put your feet out and your knees in. So feet are hip distance or wider than hip distance apart, knees are in. This is like a very low stress, low impact pelvic floor release. We hold a lot of tension in our psoas and in our pelvic floor from nervous system dysregulation, so this kind of hits both parts. And now I'm gonna put this where I already want it while I'm sitting up, so it's not rolling. And I'm holding it with my hand so that it stays stable. And I'm just gonna slowly roll back vertebra by vertebra and lay on the ball with all of the weight of my head. We're doing belly breaths here. And you want to hold here for 2 to 5 minutes. So if you are someone who's impatient, doesn't like meditation, doesn't like to sit still, focus on the breath and focus on creating space in different parts of your body with your breath. So what I mean by that is when you inhale, notice how far you can expand your belly. Notice if you can start to create space near the bones of the hips. Notice how much tension is being stored in your hips if you can't create space near the bones of the hips. And then try to release that tension and soften on the exhale, both in the area where you're breathing and onto the ball in your suboccipital region. And as you breathe, it should help you open your hips more. As your suboccipital muscles decompress, suboccipitals are in your head, but we're breathing into the belly and into the hips to try to take our mind off of the uncomfortable feeling of decompressing the suboccipital muscles in the head, underneath the head. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go look at part 1 of my series before you do this. It's literally the only pinned video on my page, so it should be super easy to find. And then when you decide to come back up, you're gonna roll back up slowly, and then you're gonna, if you have 1 ball like me, you're gonna switch the ball and find your positioning in the right spot when you're up so that then you can lay back down, because otherwise you have to hover your neck, and if you just release the muscles in that area, it can just like, you're holding tension there. Why? I don't know. Also, it's harder to find the right position when you're like hovering because you're kind of trying to rush it. So I would just recommend coming back up and then finding it on the other side of your neck. And like I said, I'm going to show you. I like to put my ball here. You can put it here, even behind the ear, or you can put it all the way to here. Do not touch your vertebral column. I repeat, do not lay with a hard ball on your vertebral column unless you want a spinal injury, please. I hope that this was helpful for those of you who wanted the demo. I also, sorry about the lighting. I was literally just doing it like for myself and I decided I might as well film it. So I just did not set anything up. But anyway, I'm sending so much love. Hope this was helpful. Bye.